you like to save money and become more self-sufficient? According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, as of January 2013, the current unemployment rate is at 7.9%. With numbers this high, you or somebody you know is probably affected by that statistic. And due to these results, many people are turning to homesteading as an alternative to saving money. Unfortunately, I know this firsthand. A few years ago, I was laid off from my job, and I knew at that time that I would have to find a way to both save money and live self-sufficiently by using the resources that I had. Today, I'm going to show you how you can become an urban homesteader by gardening creatively, reducing your resources, and living self-sufficiently. Let's examine the first step in becoming an urban homesteader. Even if you don't have a large plot of land to grow a huge farm, there are other alternatives for growing your own food. You can start off small by growing herbs in a window garden or in small containers such as this. Or as Kelly Coyne and Eric Knudsen suggest, patios or balconies can also be small but beneficial space for growing your own food. You can use trellises, your railings on your balcony, or fire escapes for vining plants, or you can use containers such as a 5-gallon bucket for low-growing plants. And even if you don't have a green thumb, the Community Food Security Coalition suggests that community gardens may be your solution. However, community gardens may be more complex than you think. You have to ask yourself questions such as, are there membership rules, agreements, or dues? How's the food going to be divided? How's the work going to be divided? On the upside, community gardens allow for a wider selection of fruits and vegetables. They allow you to share the cost of growing your own food, and most importantly, it allows you to create relationships with members of your own community. Anyone can create a community garden if they put their minds to it. For example, Karina Olson from Virginia, who's both a teenager and a Girl Scout, created her own community garden. She doesn't use the produce for her own family. However, she turns that food over to the local food bank. The aroma of freshly cut herbs or hand-picked vegetables, they can be an alluring factor for homesteading. But now let's look at another aspect of urban homesteading. You can always turn to reducing your resources as a viable aspect of urban homesteading. You can find alternative types of transportation, such as riding your bike. You can carpool with your coworkers, or you can also take public transportation. And according to the American Public Transportation Association, public transportation use saves the equivalent of 900,000 automobile fill-ups every day. So 1 day of public transportation equals 900,000 automobile fill-ups every day. That's both a lot of fuel saved and a lot of money saved. They also advise that households that take public transportation and use one less car can save up to $9,900 every year. Another way of reducing your resources is making use of solar and alternative energy sources. Finally, as archaic as it may sound, you can line dry your clothes, either in your bathtub or on your balcony. Reducing your resources is not the only way you can become an urban homesteader. You can live self-sufficiently. For example, you can recycle your items that you're no longer using. Websites such as freecycle.org, you can trade your unwanted items or share those with people that might want them. Remember, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And instead of throwing away items that are broken, try repairing them. And if you don't know how to repair them, ask somebody that might. Lastly, you can make homemade products. For example, you can make your own cleaning supplies, as well as your own soaps, your own cosmetics, and your own clothes. Now let's review. Today I advise you how you can become an urban homesteader. First, I discussed how gardening can help you become an urban homesteader. Also, I advise you that reducing your resources a viable option. And finally, I gave you some suggestions on how to live in a self-sufficient manner. Remember, by following just a few easy steps, you too can become an urban homesteader. With a little ambition and creativity, urban homesteading is an option for many. Thank you.